California ain't about that action. They don't want it. When it comes to research, at least. Because over the last few years, we've seen an unprecedented amount of cannabis-focused academic studies published. And I think it's safe to say that an overwhelming majority of Americans believe that more research is good. And it doesn't matter which side of the legalization debate you're on, for or against. With more and more states moving forward on decriminalization or legalization, and the fate of major federal decisions coming up are hanging in the balance, the more accredited data available to make a case one way or the other, the better. Wouldn't you agree, Jason? Yeah.
Sure.
More data, good? Yeah. So as the long-standing leader in the psychedelic and cannabinoid study arena, you'd think California would have its shit together. Leading conversations with the FDA, HHS, DEA, and whoever or whatever other federal agency may have questions about the plant. But apparently, at least for now, you'd be thinking wrong. Because SF Gates' Lester Black reported this morning that schools like UCSF and UCSD have conducted groundbreaking drug research, and Bay Area technology companies are actively developing new psychedelic therapies. But California's leadership position is in jeopardy, thanks to an obscure government body almost nobody has even heard of. Per the article, the Research Advisory Panel of California, which is legally required to sign off on nearly every clinical trial on drugs in the state, has not met for nearly 6 months, delaying the review of dozens of new California studies on drugs, including LSD and cannabis, according to independent newsletter and community Psychedelic Alpha. The panel canceled its last 2 meetings of 2023 and has not convened since July. The agenda from the last canceled meeting listed 16 studies awaiting review, including 4 from UCSF, 3 from UCLA, and 1 from Stanford. Studies that go in front of the state panel have already been approved by the appropriate federal agencies, including the FDA and DEA. So what's the holdup? Even though the feds greenlit these studies, they legally cannot move forward before the state panel meets and reviews them. Or bureaucracy. California Attorney General Rob Bonta oversees the panel's work, and in an email response to SF Gates' inquiry, a spokesperson for Bonta said that they did not specifically explain why the final 2 meetings of 2023 were canceled, but vaguely blamed the logjam on a procedural issue related to California's open meetings law. Okay. And the state government's working on a legislative solution that it hopes will resolve the issue by the end of 2024. Sounds like a bunch of malarkey to me, I'll tell you that much. But with California continuously claiming to be the nation's North Star when it comes to legislative progress, you'd think cannabis research of all issues would be the one place we'd want to remain at the forefront of. But I'm no policy expert. I am Rico Lamitte, the dopest dad on the street for High 9 News, a concerned California citizen wanting to know where all these damn tax dollars are supposedly supporting these studies. Where is that money going to? What do you think the holdup is, team?
Well, I mean, is anyone surprised by this? And I thought part of going to college was the opportunity to be able to experiment and try drugs. That was part of the whole deal of going to college.
I don't know.
Am I wrong?
This is a problem with bureaucracy and these agencies. I mean, if they're saying, oh, it's an obscure law. Okay, well, why is it on the books?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we should go back to the legislature and wipe some of this stupid shit out. Right. And people do not understand how much these administrative agencies have control over basically everything that happens at government, state and federal. It's just incredible.
I think that what it really boils down to is the fact that they know Californians don't check on anything. Look how much of your tax dollars they've stolen already. Mm-hmm. So to them, it's just like, we just do it over here. We've been doing it over there. The railroad, railway, everything you could think of, homelessness, homeless encampments, homes and for the homeless. I mean, you just think about how many ways California has effed its citizens. You could just add more to it. And now you're just now finding out. They haven't showed up for months.
Potholes.
California does.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, we've been all getting screwed over here royally in Cal, and even just the last story that we talked about Gavin Newsom wanting to borrow that $100 million from the cannabis tax coffers. He's basically just jacking that, has no intention of paying it back or whatnot, and yeah, we just keep on getting screwed.
What do you think about this one, Yarrow? Are you a fan of Bonta and Bonta's response here?
Oh boy.
I mean, I don't think on this one I actually know enough to be valuable.
Oh boy.
Hey, I just want to say something. This is just on topic but off topic. For all of you who's watching, my brother Yarrow, I had to go. I'm serious. I had to go and get another mic and send him another mic because the post office informed me that the mic that was sent to him was tampered with. The box was open. In fact, when the mic came back, it came back with parts missing from it. I literally had to do FedEx because post office in California, it isn't safe either.
I mean, I don't think it's just this post office. It's anything in California is not safe.
Well, I don't know. You should have your package by FedEx tomorrow. Please inform me if it doesn't come. Thank you.
I appreciate you. And
I bought a brand new mic.
All right, we got to stick to the story. We got to stick to the story right now. We got to stick to the story. We got on the time frame.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know enough to be valuable on this particular story. I know enough about California and the lack of efficiencies, but I will reserve my more in-depth opinion until I learn more.
Yeah, I think it's very peculiar that the feds are ready to go on this, and they're actually asking for these to go forward, but California is saying, "Oh, we haven't met, so nothing's been approved." So
I know what it is. I know what it is, Rico. I figured it out. I know what it is. Gavin is holding out. Gavin's holding out because he wants more money from the federal government to fund these studies, and so that's what the whole holdup is. It has to be about money. It always is.
Where's the money? Where's the money going? That's my question.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe to Ukraine or something. I don't know.
What are your thoughts, of Stone? Any at all?
No, like Yari, I don't think I'm up on this enough to be valuable as a consumer. I mean, it pisses you off. I mean, like, cog in the wheel. Why are you slowing us down? Let's fucking go.
Mm-hmm.
But
they always say we don't have enough data. We don't have enough research on this. We don't have this.
Yeah,
we have the funding for it. We're ready to go, but we can't get it.
Once we get that redacted document, I think we'll have all the studies that we need for all of it. We won't have to worry about any of this extra studies or anything anymore.
Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe in the redacted documents there's aliens and they took over all of this. Is that what you're telling me?
That'd be dope.
Yeah. We're gonna go to a commercial.
I would rather the state be run by AI and aliens than Gavin Newsom.
I mean, how do you know it? How do you know it's not currently that is the state? How do you know Gavin's not?
He does look rather reptilian, does he not?
Oh man. You know, we're gonna go to a commercial. We're gonna go to a commercial. We're gonna be right back.